what advice would you guys give like current law students right now?
I'll say start strong your first year.
My word of like last semester, this semester has been like grace, like really give yourself grace, give other people grace.
This podcast is a production of Widener Law Commonwealth in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. For more information, visit commonwealthlaw.widener.edu/podcast.
So this is going to be a sad episode because it's goodbye, but I'm literally spending it with like the best people. So
Thank you.
yeah. So again, introduce yourselves for people who may not know you, but I think everybody knows you guys because you guys are popular.
Ladies first.
All right, my name is Ashley Seavergeese, and I'm the president of the Asian Pacific American Law Student Association here, also called APALSA.
And I'm Kevin Ezeuza, 3L, and the president of BLSA, the Black Law Student Association.
So let's get to the meat of the conversation.
Shoot.
Okay. So looking back, like, can you believe we're like all graduating?
Super excited.
Gives me stress.
I'm like bittersweet. Like I'm sad, but I'm happy. Like, cause I'm gonna miss the people.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna miss the work, but I'm gonna miss the people.
Yeah.
But like looking back, we did a lot.
Yeah.
I think,
And a lot has happened.
Yes.
Quite a lot has happened.
So it was like an eventful like year for sure. So
Mm-hmm.
like, let's think back, like Kevin, like you started this semester, your club. What did you guys start with? Like the study rooms? Was it in the fall or?
Yeah, I think we started with the weekly study halls, and
You guys didn't do that this semester. Though.
we did.
You did? Okay.
Yeah, so attendance kind of dropped down a little bit, but that's a me problem, I guess. But yeah, we just weekly study halls. We had our what was it? Happy hour.
Oh,
Yeah, we did happy hour at I think it was Bourbon. Which
Oh.
was pretty fun.
guys, our memory is very bad.
Yeah, I'm blanking. And I think we did like a holiday table to like wrap up the fall semester.
Oh, did you guys, or was it in the fall or spring where you did the care packages? What was it for like charity? I forgot. What it
Oh,
was.
that was in the spring. We worked with United Way for the
Okay.
MLK drive, yeah, which was good.
That was cool.
So we had an eventful year. I mean, our main focus, like I said before, just to work on the attrition rate for, minorities in law school.
Yeah.
But I think we did a pretty good job. A lot of people are still here after the first semester.
Yeah.
Looking at the second semester, they're still here by the time I leave here. So I think we accomplished a good goal with BLSA this year.
Yeah, and then you guys have your main event for your group
Field day,
field day.
which was awesome between
Yes.
you guys. And I thank you guys again.
I had a paper that day. but I'm happy that you guys like, especially APALSA, you guys like are like interior designers or something. Or, like they did all the planning.
Definitely
like
made my life a lot easier.
yeah, like in the fall you guys did friendship bracelets and the cookies.
Yeah, we had our first event, so ours was like a new org. Nobody knew us by like name or anything like that. So we wanted something that was like kind of like a meet and greet, like get to know us.
Yeah.
So we did a Get Cozy with the Pulsa. I think it was like November 16th of last year.
Yeah.
So like it was like 2 weeks before finals. So just a time for everyone to get to know us, but also, in between classes or during break or whatever, they can come to the pit and, we had pastries and donuts and bagels and spread and brownies and all that going on.
Little canvases.
Yeah, little canvases for people to paint on. We had a hot chocolate bar. We also had the friendship bracelet making station because that friendship bracelet became so popular, like in the Taylor Swift era. Eras tour. So then we did that too. We had music playing, all different types of music. And then just so happened that day that the Widener president, Stacey Robertson,
she
also
was there.
So it was just turned out to like this big, like everyone's just like hanging out and having fun.
Party in the pit.
Yeah. And
literally.
It was literally from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Yeah.
So I was like, it was just like a fun time for everyone to come out. There was so much food and like, it's just like fun. And it was like a nice time for everyone to like get together and to know APALSA and so like our first thing ever. So it's a nice, like, it was so cute. I thought it was wholesome.
It was really.
What about you guys?
What did we not do? Just kidding. We did the Day of the Dead. And then I think that's really what we did in the fall. And then we did our own like LALSA members. We did like a potluck Thanksgiving, just ourselves. To kind of like get to know each other a little better. And then in the spring, oh my God, I don't even remember. We did the salsa event.
Oh yeah.
The salsa, not the salsa, guac event. Guac.
Cook off.
Yeah.
Who won?
SRJ.
SRJ.
Really?
Yo, I didn't even. I was.
Wow.
I thought Professor Family, I love you. I thought she was gonna win because
Did Meadows compete?
she was gonna, but she was away that weekend because it was like
Oh.
I think it was Easter weekend, so she was going away. But like I thought Family was gonna win because she's like I make the best guac, and I was like bet.
Wow.
So like when SRJ pulled all the stops, we were like,
Okay, Serge. Okay.
because I kept asking people, I'm like, which one do you like? And they're like, SRJ.
Dang.
It's
Wow.
like,
Best dressed and best cook.
yeah. I literally asked him, I'm like, do you guys cook a lot? And I'm just like, yeah, I'm always cook. Like they all cook. So I'm like,
Wow.
okay, so we know
Made
it's
sense.
it made sense. And then obviously like the field day, I wish I would have gone, but I heard so much good stuff about it.
Yeah.
And you guys like had the dodgeball. Like, but Kevin, you got the balls out, or like that would hurt.
Yeah.
You had the old fashioned.
Old-fashioned one, yeah. It was just so windy, so like.
Oh,
nobody
yeah,
got,
yeah.
like-
Well, it was pretty cold, right? A little bit.
It like looked nice outside, like it was sunny and all that, but then it was just like a strong wind.
Yeah.
Like, oh, best.
So like when they like threw the ball, like the ball just like go over like the tennis courts, like geez, because the wind. So,
Were Widener kids competitive?
yes, extremely
Mm.
competitive.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
It was
so
fun.
fun. I
Yeah.
think it's so fun.
Yeah.
They were taking out their stress on you guys.
I'm just glad seeing them have like fun for once, you know?
Yeah.
Law school's pretty, let's be honest, boring.
Yeah.
Stressful.
Yeah. Oh
So
my god.
it's a day of fun. It's good for everybody.
And I feel like our turnout was like really good. Like,
Surprisingly,
especially on a
terrified.
Saturday.
Yeah. I
Was it higher
terrified.
than the past years?
It was about the same as last year.
Okay.
Yeah, which is still pretty good.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like so proud of us.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I was like, there was so much food. There was so much leftover food.
Mhm.
And there was drinks going around. There was just like, I did henna.
Oh,
We also had like our friendship bracelet canvas stuff out too. Like, I
Mhm.
think it was just the games and everything. And everyone was just having so much fun. It was,
People were very surprised with your hennas because like they didn't know you're like it was so good.
Well, it's-
yeah.
it's fading now. but it's
Oh,
still there.
it was like, oh, that's
How
really
long
cool.
does it last?
So like on your fingers and stuff, because you wash and it like touch like more contact with soap and water.
Yeah.
These started fading like 2 days in versus this is like thicker skin. So like that one has not quite as
Oh
much
my
faded.
God.
So it's just like you see how it goes from like lighter to like a little more to like
So
still
you
there.
have a lot of patience to do that.
Surprisingly, it doesn't take like very long to
Mhm.
do because I used to draw and stuff growing up. So
Uh-huh.
then I would, when I was younger, before I picked up a henna cone, I would just draw these patterns, and then I
Mhm.
picked up a henna cone and got to learn how to do like the pressure and stuff of all that.
Yeah.
It's like basically like a little icing cone, like a pipe, like when you
Okay, I
like
get what you're saying.
like cake decorating. It's
Yeah.
basically that, just smaller.
Mm.
But yeah, I was so happy to do it for everyone too. It was so
Yeah.
exciting and
Aw,
it was so
yeah.
fun. I love the cookout. It was so fun.
Yeah, it was a good time. Definitely a good time.
So like, how did you guys feel like, like how does your experience at Widener feel? Like now that we're literally leaving in like 2 days. Like,
Oh, I'm gonna cry.
Mm,
yeah. When Dean Teplitz, love you, Dean Teplitz, was crying at the when we picked up our caps and gowns, like,
Oh.
do not do this to me right now. I was like, do not.
I don't know why. Like when I see people cry, I just start to like chuckle, which is really. I didn't mean like I wasn't meaning. I just like I don't know what else to do. Like I'm like should I start crying? Should I laugh? So I just start laughing. So like she started crying. I started like giggling a little bit. It's like not to be mean, but I just didn't expect that. But
Yeah.
it's cool that she obviously cares about
Yeah.
us. So
Yeah.
appreciate you, Dean Teplitz.
Yeah. Shout out to you. It's so sad. It's really is bittersweet because I'm like, I'm tired of outlines.
Yeah.
I'm tired of being in classes and every day and this and that. But then I'm like, I feel like being in grad school and stuff, like it puts you in a bubble a
Mhm.
little bit.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, dang, I gotta
Be in
do
the
real
world.
stuff after this. Like we gotta take the bar and then apply for jobs. And then it's like real life. Not that this is real life, but it's like you're insulated a little bit, I
Yeah.
feel like. So I'm just like, and I'm gonna miss my friends, miss the people. And like, all my friends are from different areas and
Yeah.
different places. And it's gonna be so sad.
This is when FaceTime's gonna be like, fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I'm like right now when I look at Find My Friends, all of us are in the same area.
Oh,
Everyone's like 3 miles.
That's how it was in
miles
college
apart.
for me. It was so sad. It's like one is in South Carolina, one in California, one is there. It's-
but now you can look at it as like you have now all these different places you can go to.
Yeah, that's exactly what we
True.
said. too.
So like take
Yeah.
turns or even go on vacation together or something.
Yeah.
I feel like we'll all be friends forever in
Yeah.
some way or another.
Oh,
Like-
that's actually a good question.
Yeah.
Bond.
First vacation spot after the bar.
Oh, Greece.
Italy.
Greece.
I've been saying this for I'm like,
Okay.
Italy.
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 Italy. What about you?
I think I'm gonna go to Texas. I mean, I already
You're
been.
staying in the States?
I know. Cheyenne, she'd never been to Texas. I was just like, okay, I'll take you for Texas for your birthday.
But your dad's from there, right? Or your dad's there?
No, nobody's there. No.
Oh, okay.
We were there for
That
like,
Beyonce album. She's like, I gotta go.
yeah.
I gotta
I was
go.
like, I'll take you to Dallas for a week, a nice little vacation. I love Dallas, so
Guys, let me just say something. Kevin, I'm gonna roast you right now.
go ahead.
I'm gonna roast you.
Go ahead.
Kevin found love in Harrisburg.
I did.
And this is a man who hates Harrisburg.
I hate Harrisburg a
He
lot.
loves Widener. He hates Harrisburg. But it's like if you ever watch Jersey Shore, I'm literally from Toms River, New Jersey. So I know I passed the bridge. That's where they filmed the show.
Yeah.
And they said, don't fall in love in Jersey Shore. Don't fall in love in Harrisburg.
Don't
That
love in
happened to you.
So a little bit of Harrisburg was gonna be with me for some
Yeah.
Yes.
You gotta name your first kid like Harrison or something. You know? Shout out to them.
Maybe a cat or something. Yeah.
Cheyenne showed me the pictures. Willie loves her. I think he would like he loves her more than she loves you.
Yeah, it's annoying. 'Cause, like with Willie, every time I go in the car, he will sit in the back seat.
Oh.
But when Cheyenne's in the car, he jumps in the front seat with us.
Oh.
And he just like bounced from seat to seat during the whole car ride. Like, I just came back from Delaware this morning from like at 8 o'clock in the morning, and Willie just jumping on my lap while I'm driving on the turnpike. It's just he's a mess
So
in the car
cute.
now.
Oh.
So cute.
Yeah.
At the cookout, he was adorable.
Yeah,
He was
a
so
lover.
excited about everything.
Everything.
Thank you
He's
for
in
loving
all
me.
the social media of like Widener. Like he's in every picture.
Yeah. I feel like everybody here knows about Willie, which is
He's like up there with
Right.
like Zach's.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
with
yeah.
Wings.
Wings has
Like,
obviously got it. Wings is the number one dog in Widener Commonwealth, but I think Willie's number 2.
yeah,
Yeah.
I like imagine they give like Wings his own like little diploma and everything. Like
You've had to go through every class, so
yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. That's
Mm.
true. He's probably smartest. He's
Yeah.
smart dog now, yeah.
thing.
You probably could
You
take
know?
the bar
Yeah,
too.
honestly, probably better than me.
I'm gonna I'm gonna miss his like little snores though.
Oh,
In
Yeah.
class.
I just
oh,
love
man.
how like when class is over, he knows and just like gets up before like the professor say, "All right, class
Collar
is over."
shading and
Yeah.
everything, and
He
you're
just like right now, oh, time to go.
Yeah, and then
Oh,
like
man.
professors like I remember once I think it was a Domino's class like when remember when JD had the dog
Mhm.
and they both were like snoring at the
Yeah.
same time. And it was like,
Harmonizing.
I know you guys want to go.
Oh, man.
Oh my God. But like, do you guys, so like now like we're all gonna be separated from each other
Mhm.
and FaceTime's gonna be like the best thing.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Like, what are you guys gonna do like when it comes to bar prep for your mental health? Because you
That
can't
is-
really talk to your, well, you
Yeah.
shouldn't really because you don't want to get distracted, but
That's a good cue.
My biggest stress reliever is working out.
okay.
So
So you're still gonna
Ooh.
work out.
yeah, that's
Okay.
that's gonna be my stress reliever. So I was just thinking like, okay, wake up in the morning, go for a run, then bar prep. Once I'm done bar prep, I go to the gym,
Mhm.
you know, with some weights, be angry for a little bit.
Hang out with
Rage.
Yeah, rage
Yeah.
out at the gym, then just come back home, shower, go to sleep,
Mm.
repeat. So that's
Yeah.
the plan for bar prep.
Mm.
Oh, wow.
I'm like wondering and like curious. I'm like, how is bar prep gonna look for me? You know,
Yeah.
because I like back home, like we have so much family there, so many
Mhm.
like family friends.
Yeah.
My dad's like elder of a church, so there's like always church related people over or events or this and that. So I'm like, I really wonder how that's gonna look, but I'm hoping that like I do, you know, the most of my work throughout like the weekdays and on the
Mhm.
weekends, I'm still doing work, still put in some hours
Yeah.
there, but like just like a little more hours for me
Mhm.
on the weekends.
Yeah.
And I remember Professor Waldemore, I worked at the clinic last year, and she said, you know, she took the bar and she had like, or was studying for the bar while she had like a husband and kids and all this. So she
Couldn't
said,
imagine.
Wow.
she studied 9 to 5 every like Monday through Friday. Like it was like she's really diligently studying 9 to 5
Mhm.
so that she could take the weekends off. So I'm like, that's the goal. That's the dream.
Yeah.
Just treat it like a job.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's one of my aunts is a lawyer, and she was like, you really got to treat it like your day job. Like you can't bypass this, you know?
That's what I was like thinking also, like if I start a little early, Kevin, you started very early, but no, but trust me, he's gonna pass on the first one. I'm gonna see
Oh,
Kevin
for sure.
on that PA bar list. I'm gonna see it. We're gonna manifest that.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
I'm only taking it one time.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you want to have like I want to have like Sundays off because like
Mhm.
Sundays Hispanics don't work on
The Lord's
Sundays.
Day.
So,
Right.
yeah. So yeah.
I feel I God, it's gonna be so interesting to figure out how like that routine's gonna go. But like I definitely want to make time to like if I want to choose what I want to do. I don't want like just because we have family over this and
Yeah.
that, like I want to put myself first in all regards of studying and for like if I want to hang out with someone or I want to do something, I will.
Yeah, yeah,
Not
yeah.
because I have like this event to go to. I feel like already getting texts and calls from me being like, so you have to come to this on this day and like this person's getting proposed to or this person's getting married or
Yeah.
this baby shower. I'm like, please God, like I cannot be tied up in things already. Like
Yeah.
I'm really gonna have to be the most selfish I've ever been in my life. But
My parents were like, because they call me like 5 million times a day, and it's like a 1-minute phone call. Hey,
Mm.
what's up? Are you okay? I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah. And my dad's like, Giselle, do you really do work all day? Like, do they give you that much homework? Like,
Mhm.
I'm like, that's the
yes.
Yeah, yeah.
And this is like 3 years I've been telling you,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh,
So it's
same.
just gonna get worse.
Mhm.
And now I'm like, okay, how am I gonna do like the meal prep? Because like you
Mhm.
can't really, I feel like you can't cook that
No.
much.
Mhm.
So like now, like,
Whatever's easy,
Yeah.
convenient.
and then like you also want something nutritionist
Yeah.
because your brain, you want brain food. So it's
Mhm.
like,
Brain
oh,
food,
so I
yeah.
can get meal prep foods, but then I don't like how they taste. So it's like,
Yeah.
the struggle's gonna be real.
Hmm.
I feel like the first couple weeks would be interesting, like finding your groove.
Yeah.
Of,
Yeah.
like, what's my routine? Do I actually wake up at 8:30? Am I waking up at 10? Like, what's
Yeah.
actually gonna happen? It's gonna be so interesting to
Yeah.
like figure that out.
And I think that's why I kind of start early just to figure out like how is this really? 'Cause,
Yeah.
like I don't want to just
How
like
demanding.
after the finals or after graduation, like, okay, let me start. It's like, oh my God, this is crazy.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
at least I'm kind of like mentally prepared.
Yeah.
for that.
Slowly like getting into it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
probably better.
That's the dream situation, honestly, what you're doing.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
the ideal
'Cause-
thing.
Because like I was like non-negotiable, still doing therapy
Mhm.
during bar prep. Because at first I was like, okay, it's probably not a good idea to do therapy during bar prep because that's just gonna take like time away.
Mhm.
And then after talking to everybody, they were like, it was miserable. I was
Mhm.
like, okay, so no, I need to like
You gotta
continue.
do
Yeah.
double sessions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And like taking an hour from like studying or like out of your
Yeah.
day is not gonna kill you.
No.
Shouldn't kill you, you know?
No.
So
So I was like, okay, either it has to be really early or really
Mhm.
late.
Yeah.
And you
Like-
have to remember to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
You
I think
have to.
that's like,
You have to.
it's a test for
It's
2 days.
such like a mental marathon. And I'm like, dang, 10 weeks. But I'm like, you gotta keep yourself alive for all those 10
Mhm.
weeks. So I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah. And
It's really
family
gonna
has
be-
to understand too.
Yeah.
I think that's the hardest
That's gonna
part.
be the kicker.
It's
Yeah.
like,
Yep. I've been
Around-
telling my mom for like the past couple months, like, I'm not coming home. She's like, yeah, you can come home. We won't be a distraction. It's like, yeah, okay. I'm gonna stay in my apartment till my lease is up.
Yeah.
yeah. No,
Oh.
that my parents were the same way. They were like, "Oh, are you gonna come home?" I was like, "No offense, but no."
No.
Like,
Oh,
there's-
mom's over here.
What a
there's
dream. Yeah.
No way.
Oh my goodness. I told my parents, I was like, if I am coming home to study, I'm like, you're not allowed to invite anyone over. Like, no
no
family or friends
music
are coming
blasting in the
over.
house.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
almost for a week.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
literally told them and then they were like, we're not gonna do anything. We're gonna give you such a peaceful, quiet house.
Oh, my
And I was
parents
like,
told me that
and I was
too.
like, if anyone comes to this house, I was like, I'm burning this house down. I was like, we do not have time to play, okay?
Yeah.
I was like, you want me to take this thing again and be without a job for like 6 months or whatever? No. So let's just put all our eggs in one basket.
Mhm.
Y'all respect me for 10 weeks and then I'll be out of your hair.
Buy a house.
Oh, what a dream.
My parents didn't last 3 days when I was like in spring break. I was like, do not do anything like crazy, blast the music.
Mm.
And they were like, already, when you going back again?
Yeah.
It's like,
Lord. Oh,
oh yeah, you did Barbary,
I'm doing Themis.
Themis,
Yeah.
Themis.
You're doing
Sorry,
Themis too?
Kevin.
It's okay. We're better anyway.
It's always like here at Widener, so either it's Barbary or Themis.
Yeah.
Such
And
big
it's like a rivalry,
Yeah.
right? Like, because like I feel like all the Themis coaches like all go like they're like, get Themis, get Themis.
Yeah.
You get so many emails and I'm like,
And the-
"Bestie, I don't even know what I'm doing.
Yeah, and the Barbary coaches are really chill. We're like, okay, we're good too. Just, if you want to buy it, buy it. If you don't.
So wait, what's one thing you would miss from law school?
I think it's just seeing everybody.
Really?
Like even people who piss me off. Like just kidding. Like I don't know.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, because like when I went to undergrad, it's like I went to UGA, so I'm like everyone's from around that area. So if you
Yeah.
want to see them, you can. But here, it's like once I leave, I'm like I'm really like all my friends are from different places. So
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
oh,
And you guys are spread out.
Yeah,
too,
we're like,
right?
yeah, like Sneha's from Maryland, Nicole's from Arizona, Marine's from Texas,
Mhm.
Kimmy's from New York, Earthree's from North Carolina, and we have like other friends in there too. I'm like, oh, this is
And they're all going back home.
all of them except Nicole's gonna be New York area. But I'm like, wow, everyone's like, I'm not gonna see you guys every day is like makes so sad, you know? And like,
Yeah.
oh, that's gonna be and like because we're all in school and we see the same people, there's like
Yeah.
things going on. We're like hanging out all the time. I feel like every week we're like doing something or our group chat's always blowing up or like something, you know? And I'm like, oh, after this, like, when am I gonna see you guys?
And you
I
guys
don't
are
know.
thick as thieves.
Yeah, we're like so close and like
Yeah.
love them, would give them my kidney, you know, would give
Yeah.
them everything, you know. So I'm very sad about that because I think I was like very fortunate to find
Mhm.
to have the people I do have right now in my
Yeah.
life. So I'm like, man. And I tell the girls all the time, I was like, I feel like our friend group kind of came together, like really came together like last semester. And I'm like, dang, we had 3 years to do this crop.
Yeah.
And it came in the last
Yeah.
year. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I didn't have enough time with you guys, you know?
No.
I'm sad, but I'm like excited because I'm like, these are still my friends after this, you know?
Yes.
But I'm gonna miss the people,
Yeah.
you know?
That's the people. Even
Yeah.
the faculty too. I'm gonna miss the faculty.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Me and
No,
Kevin
the
are like,
faculty is great.
yeah.
I'm just messing with you guys. You know, so.
What are you gonna miss, Kevin?
Of course, I miss my crew.
Yeah.
So all of BLSA is just. I got so close with them this year, so it's just like it sucks. It's
Yeah.
You and Richard
like, yeah,
together.
Richard.
oh boy. So it's gonna suck. Just
Yeah.
graduating, moving on, but
Yeah.
I know we're all gonna meet up one day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we should have like an alumni like
I was thinking, that,
Don't they do
are
that
there
all
like
the time?
10-year reunions,
Yeah,
like
it's,
5-year
yeah, we're gonna definitely have a reunion.
for like law school people
Yeah.
or grad schools? Like it's not just like a high school thing where you have like a 10-year reunion.
uh,
Do they have that for law school?
I would have think, yeah.
I think they do have an alumni like thing because I know Rachel went to one like a
Mhm.
couple weeks ago. So I do
Oh
think
yeah, they
I-
had a like Springgate.
yeah,
Yeah.
some
Oh, like
alumni thing.
The happy
Yeah.
hour type of thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
But I don't know if like it's enough.
that's like a
to,
local
like-
thing, right?
Yeah, like
I would love to see everyone like in 5 years. Like, what is everyone doing? Like,
Mhm.
we should have one here at Widener. Like
Oh,
a
God.
whole everyone meet at
180.
Bring your families.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's gonna have the nicest car the next 5-year reunion.
Like-
yeah, I can see you, Kevin. I can see you coming in with a Maserati.
Yeah.
I wish. I wish.
Like who's working where?
Yeah.
Like who ran for like Senate? Like what are people doing? Like who's married? Who's the like I just want to know everything. I just want to
Yes.
see what everyone's up to.
But the good thing about Facebook or like social media,
Yeah.
we'll know.
Yeah.
I could see Tom be like the governor of New Jersey.
Oh my god.
Another Chris Christie. Please. Oh
I
my
go
god.
with the New Jersey.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. But like, what advice would you guys give like current law students right now?
I'll say start strong your first year,
Okay.
like super strong, because don't just start thinking like, okay, I got this. I'm stuff is gonna get it soon. Like you gotta work your butt off your first 2 semesters because this is gonna get harder. So
Yeah.
and you have to give yourself a little grace period. Like I tried my best my first year, did pretty decent. So I had a little grace period my second year when want to be a little more lazy. And so I think I did pretty good throughout my law school career.
Okay. What about you?
I feel like my advice not so much academic. I
Yeah.
think mine's kind of like my word of like last semester, this semester has been like grace. Like really give yourself grace, give
Mhm.
other people grace, and like I feel like when you start off at law school, I feel like maybe most of us are the first ones in our family, or it's like newer
Yeah.
like territory, and so it's okay if we don't have it figured out or like
Yeah.
things didn't pan the way. Like give yourself grace. Like it's okay.
That's
Like
true.
give yourself grace for like the failures and for the successes, even if you succeed and you want to do better, like
Mhm.
it's okay. And like that's really been the word for me. And I'm like with people too, like obviously we're in law school and it's a very like tense environment, some
Yeah.
competitive
Yeah.
or like, some people maybe aren't the best with communicating or their feelings or whatever it is. Like
Yeah.
have grace for them too, because
Yeah.
they're also just people. We're just people. Like it really, I think like it just goes a long way just to be like understanding like this is all our first times of
Yeah.
all this, like
Exactly.
first times interacting with certain people or like being in this environment. And like I remember one year I was so stressed of like, am I doing enough or I should have done better? Or like, why did I see that coming or this
Yeah.
and that? And I'm like, girl, you had no idea. There was no way for you to
Mhm.
tell that XYZ would have happened. So like,
Mhm.
it's okay. Like, give yourself grace. Like, give yourself grace, but that's not like an excuse to just like sit on your butt the whole time and be
Yeah.
like, let things pass by. No, give yourself grace to like learn from whatever happened, move on and do better, you know, like just be nice and just be like, you know, just give people grace, give yourself grace,
Yeah.
be nice to yourself, be nice to other people, because you don't know what they have going on.
At all.
You don't know what you have,
No.
like, they don't know what you have going on. But yeah, just like chill out, like just
Thank you.
just like take it easy,
Yeah.
love yourself, love other people,
Yeah.
you know, like it's just, you know, I feel like our words have a lot of power. So like let's use them wisely. Let's be nice to each
Yeah.
other. Let's be sympathetic and empathetic to people's causes and their life and things like that, you know. Even professors, you know, like not that everything is great with them or whatever, but like have grace for them too. Like it's like just take it easy. Just take it a
just
little
doing their
easy.
job.
Yeah, they're doing their job, and like I know sometimes it's frustrating, but it's like, you know, I guess you got to learn from this. You got to do better, you know, like,
Yeah.
so we always have space to do better, you know,
Yeah.
but yeah,
I would
grace.
say do like one thing at a time.
Oh, yeah.
Take the day one day at a time.
Exactly.
They said that to us at orientation. At orientation, I think it was Hussey, but probably somebody else. But they said that when they first started law school, their dad wrote on their whiteboard or something, one day at a time.
Yeah.
Like just take it one day at a time. Like I cannot prepare. Like I just make sure like today, if I didn't do my readings for yesterday, instead of looking backwards and being like, I have to catch up on this, do whatever you have to do for tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then we'll go back to whatever we have to do. So I was like,
Right.
okay, one day at a time.
Yeah.
And me and the girls, me, Stan, and Nicole would say that to each other. And Sneha even has a sticker on her laptop that says one day at a time. We're like, we just gotta take it easy, like one day at a time, just chewable pieces, you
Yeah.
know?
That-
But I remember
that's-
Hussey
yeah.
said that and I was like, all right, Husty, I'm gonna keep that one in mind.
Because with the one day at a time, I incorporated do 3 things a day.
Mm.
So I only try to do 3 things every day.
Mhm.
So it depends. So like, for example, if I have an appointment, that's thing 1. And then thing 2 would be like study for admin. But I'm not going to write down everything. I'm just going to
Yeah.
say study for admin.
Yeah.
I'm going to know what to do.
Yeah.
And just it looks like, and if it's not done that day, it just goes to the next day.
Yeah.
Like you only do the stuff that you really need to do like
Mhm.
first. And I feel like it's just easier. Like
Yeah.
it kind of like condenses everything. And
Mhm.
instead of like looking at this like long list, you're like, okay, I just have to do 3 things.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
it.
I think one a year, that's a nice thing to have, like one day at a time. And then 2 a year, I don't know who said it or me and the girls just thought it. 1 a year was one day at a time. And then 2 a year, our motto was like a rainy day thing where it's like, if we have extra time today, we're going to do more work than we can just so that we're going to do tomorrow's work today or like 2 days in advance, just in
Yeah.
case tomorrow I have a bad day. I don't want to do it. I have like a rainy day,
Yeah.
like insurance and policy, you know?
Got it.
I was like, that was a nice way to look at it. And then 3 a year, you're lucky I'm here. You're lucky I'm still attending, you know?
I feel like
No
throughout
motto.
the year, I don't want to remember anything. Like it was just like a blur. Like, it was just so much work.
Last semester was a blur.
That's
Yeah.
oh, Jesus.
Like after 1 a year, when I see the 1Ls now and they're talking about having Civ Pro, contracts, torts, legal methods, and
Yeah.
like I'm like, you guys have 5 hefty classes at a time. I'm like, I don't remember what that's like. I don't know how we did it.
No, I honestly got
I don't know how we got through it because now I'm like, I have like, 2, 3 subpar classes, and I'm like, okay, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
not really reading. And I
Mhm.
Do you
don't know
guys
how-
feel like you can go through anything now that you guys went through law school? Like, I feel like I can just deal with anything at
Mhm.
this
Yeah.
point. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm dead inside.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm
Like,
good.
some parts are like burnt out, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like law school is definitely putting you through the ringer a little bit, but
Mhm.
I'm happy to be here. I'm glad that, it's almost done, but it's like it's when it's tough, it's tough.
Mhm.
When it
Oh, yeah.
rains, it pours. I've said that so many times, Spencer. I'm like, when it
It's
rains,
true.
it really pours. Like there's a lot
True.
going on,
Yeah.
but it's like, it's doable. I think it's doable.
Yeah.
I think law school is very daunting at the outset, because I don't know, I feel like when you see it in like the movies or like on TikTok and people are
They,
like,
glamorize it.
yeah, and
Yeah.
like everyone look like they're like trying to change the world right now,
Yeah.
and like they're reading the Constitution for fun. I'm like, what are we doing?
Not me.
I'm like, not me.
Not me.
Before my 1L year, I saw so many like TikToks of people being like, these are the things I bought before
Ugh.
1L year. And so someone was like a pocket Constitution. So I bought a pocket Constitution.
Oh, really?
And that thing is still at the bottom of some box, along with those essential legal skills books of what not to do in law school. And I was like, yeah, they really scared the crap out of me,
Yep.
thinking like I was going to like die here. I'm like,
Mhm.
I'm here. I have survived.
I will say, like, for me, like, law school has been the hardest thing I've ever done, I
Mhm.
think, so far. And hopefully that's the hardest thing I ever
Mhm.
go through. But I feel like if I can go through this, I can go through anything.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
like I think it gave me like confidence.
Mhm.
And then like I cannot wait for the day when I have kids in like 10 years and they're like, oh, I'm so stressed. I went to law school.
Yeah.
You don't know what stress is.
Like, sorry, whatever worst days you had, you got through it.
Yeah.
Here you are. So
Yeah.
it's like, did the dang thing.
For $250,000, will you guys do this all over again?
Nah, baby, we got put it up. Put it up. I was
I
like,
don't think so either.
No, no shot.
like I've even thought about, I'm like, would I go to like school again after this? Like, is there any
Oh.
degree? I've thought that, and I'm like, because I kind of want to be a professor.
Yeah.
Like,
I can see you.
like, I don't know if I'm built for school again, because if I gotta log on to Canvas when I'm like 35, I cannot do that.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
I gotta take a Canvas quiz or like do a professor evaluation. I cannot do this again.
The last test I'll take is a bar.
Yes.
I'm done.
I think we're just mentally checked out. at
Yeah.
this point.
Oh man.
But like,
Bro, that's we gotta go up.
You
yeah.
gotta talk millions.
Yeah.
A
A million.
couple
times,
million. But like, I also think I would recommend, like, especially if somebody, like any current law student, to definitely reach out, like if they have like mental health issues.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because it's crazy how like the statistics are in this
Mhm.
environment,
Mm.
but it's like, I could see why. Like
Yeah.
you're constantly under stress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, you kind of get used to being stressed, but then like, it's not also like normal either.
No.
Constantly being in a fight or flight
Right,
type of like
yeah.
situation. So like, I would definitely recommend that
Yeah.
I agree.
and take every day, one
Yeah.
day at a time.
Mhm.
And I think I mentioned this in the last podcast we did, but I was like, everyone, especially I feel like 1L year, everyone is kind of like putting on their best face and like everything's okay.
yeah.
I'm like, everyone, if you feel like you're internally dying, so is everyone else. Some people are
Yep.
just better at hiding it, and they're just they just talk more in class or whatever. But I'm like, everyone is also in that same boat. Like, no one, unless you're like a legacy or like your father, mother, or brother, whoever went to like law school, most of us do not know what's going on. And so
Still don't know.
it's right. And I was like, it's
People are
nice
not
when
very
you
vulnerable.
yeah, and I'm like, it's
Yeah.
crazy because once you start talking to people and they're like, nah, girl, like I've been going through it. I'm like, I would have never have known because
Yeah.
your poker face goes crazy, you know?
Mhm.
Like
Make it till you make it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, everyone's quite literally in the same boat. Everyone is scared too of like, am I gonna flunk out? Am I supposed to be here? Do I even want to be a lawyer? You know, like all the same cues. So
Did
I'm
you
like,
guys get a bar coach from the school? Like, did you guys request anybody?
I didn't because I was not gonna be here.
Oh,
So I did
I should
not.
do that.
I did.
Yeah. I
Who's
just
yours?
Hopefully I get Meadows.
That'd be a good one.
oh, and she would yell at you. Like she'd be a great one to keep you in line, you know?
No, she wrote for the bar. I was
Mm.
like,
Oh yeah.
she knows what
Oh.
they're looking for.
Yeah.
So
You were in the same section, right? I think so. We had medals for contracts, right?
no,
Mm.
We were in the same section?
I was with Kevin.
Oh, never mind then. But I remember I had her for contracts and she would give us like practice cues and then she'd be like, yeah, these are bar prep questions. And me and the girls would be like,
Huh?
girl, like, why are you prepping me for the bar? Come to find out. I'm like, oh, she really writes for the bar and
Yeah.
like, you know, should really take it those
She's hard,
seriously.
but
yeah.
what she
She's a great
teaches,
teacher.
she it like
Yeah.
sticks.
She breaks it
Yeah.
down. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like sales and leases. Like
Oh
that was
my
my first
God.
metals class. I was
Me
terrified,
too.
but
Mm.
I actually really enjoyed
That was
it.
your first
Yeah.
medals class?
Yeah.
Wow.
that was my first medals. And I think also like grades don't like really reflect how smart you are either.
Yeah. I'm like,
Like,
was your A and my B the only difference was that you put like an extra like example
Mhm.
or like an extra
Extra rule or
yeah,
something,
like extra
yeah.
something like what are those things when you would like talk about like after like
Or like did the professor like your
oh,
style of reading,
yeah,
better,
like
writing
yeah, your color
better.
writing or what are those things at the end we used to put after like analysis being like this is for administrability like reasons that this is what are those things?
Oh,
Counter argument?
Is that a counter argument? That's just like a
it's kind of like a counter.
is it counter? Or you'd be
Conclusion?
like,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know, whatever it was, I'm like, dang, it's the difference between like an A and a B, like someone just had an like half of an extra example, or they just
Yeah.
put like
Mm.
something was for administrability reasons. I'm like, that's crazy that like it's like something that small.
Yeah.
Or like maybe the professor just likes how you talk, even though our content's the same. Maybe
Mhm.
you just sound better and I just sound stupid. Like
Yeah.
but my content's the same, you know? It's very
Yeah, I wonder
interesting.
when like I wish like they were a little more transparent with like this is what's an A and this is what's a B. I think
Mm.
Hemingway did that once.
Yeah. I think it's very well.
Like this is what you would get, like this is what you should write to get an A. This is what you should write to get a B. And I think that's where like maybe it could be helpful because you're like, okay, now I know what she's looking for.
Yeah.
Mm.
And it's not as stressful as like I don't even know, like child's play. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out on the day of the exam.
Exactly.
Like, especially like Meadows when she's like, you gotta know everything. I was
Yep. I love when people leave early during exams my first year.
Oh,
I used to love that.
oh my goodness.
Because it's like, okay, they missed something.
yeah, they have to. Or they come in like
Yeah.
really late.
Yeah.
Oh.
'Cause, like my sister told me, she was like, yeah, when you first go to law school and somebody leaves the exam like super early your first year, they probably forgot something. I was like, all right, I'm gonna
Oh.
remember that.
Probably forgot to even do the exam.
We're seeing people like leave like 20, like 30 minutes like before it's done. And I'm
Yeah.
like, girl, I still have like a question and a half
I didn't
left.
read a question yet.
Yeah.
I was like, how do you do that?
Yeah.
Like how, oh my God. I remember that. I was like, are we doing the same test? Did you flip over the page?
Exactly.
Like,
I'm just like, no way.
Yeah.
oh man. Oh, really like a mental game. It's really,
Yeah.
oh
It's
God.
the Hunger Games.
Yeah, it really,
Yeah.
it really is.
And
Oh my
especially
God.
with like, I just hated. I hate this period, like studying. Cause like, I feel like a robot.
Mm.
And then like when you're in exams, I feel like I'm like,
That might be weird.
you love
Actually,
studying.
No, I love studying. I like the study periods.
Oh, really?
Like
The reading
before-
period,
The
right?
reading period.
Okay.
That's what it's called. Because it's like
Because they have no classes.
Oh.
I can do that.
That's one way to look at
Yeah,
it.
it was like, all right, just suffer for a couple hours a day. Not bad.
Take a
Yeah.
couple breaks.
Yeah.
It's the funniest when I haven't understood something all semester and then I start studying and I'm like, wow,
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
it's kind of fun actually. I like this little number. Or I'm like, oh, that's why that makes sense. And I'm like, wow, Ashley, had you just picked up this a little like
Better late than
Yeah.
never.
That was me with con log.
Conlaw's
But like I just
crazy.
sat down a week before the final. I was like, wait, I actually got this now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I used to like write everything Domino was saying.
Yeah,
I was like,
it's
this is game over. I was like, just listen to it.
Conlaw's
Just
Yeah.
crazy.
I was looking at my notes like this look like Mandarin. So like
Yeah.
so-
Yeah, because like I think your outline is whatever you get out of the book
yeah.
Mm.
and whatever he says.
Plus I'm a visual learner, so Domino's like
Yeah.
terrible for me. Love the guy. He's a great
Love- yeah,
professor,
love-
super
Love
smart.
you. Mm.
But yeah, I need some PowerPoints.
Mhm.
Wait, you were in Crim Law with us, right? With Crim
Yeah.
Law. He did have PowerPoints. That's because Megan made it for him.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
Oh yeah.
You did.
But then the only thing with those PowerPoints was like these cases, like if it's a murder case that's set in like
Yeah.
Minnesota, it's like he would talk about like, or the case or like the PowerPoints would be like, in Minnesota, like murder is it? And I'm like, do I need to know Minnesota law?
Yeah,
I was
Yeah.
so confused in
Mhm.
crim law. Oh,
It
crim
was
law
like
was,
the Quimby, like,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, crim law was so interesting.
which I think that was the best thing I've
Don't
ever
have to
spent.
have.
Quimby.
The what?
Quimby's like the best
Yeah.
thing I've ever spent in law school.
Oh,
I saw a passing grade for criminal. I was so happy.
Me
Yeah.
too.
I was
Yeah.
very scared about
But
that.
everybody was scared, I think, because it was like Domino. Because
Yeah.
like it was, I think that's just what it was.
Yeah.
But like then you're like,
he's such an
okay.
intelligent person. I'm like,
Yeah, you feel
can
like this.
understand what I'm gonna
Yeah.
write. Like, it's gonna sound
I feel
awful
like
to you.
Criminal was like the first like advanced class you take as a 1L.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you pass like that GPA thing and then you
Yeah.
go, so I'm like, oh, this is no wonder
You
they.
feel like hot stuff being
Yeah.
like, oh my God, I made it. It doesn't matter where you graduate, like ranking wise
Yeah.
at all. Like my sister was telling me this one guy went to her school, he was her words, the dumbest guy in school. Now he's a millionaire.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
That's to say, it's like it don't matter.
Didn't
when-
they say that to us at Widener too? That the guy,
It's
like the
always one
lowest in
person.
the
It's
class,
always one
that's the
person.
one that's making the most money.
Exactly. So it don't
Yeah.
matter. Just graduate.
Yeah.
And then also like, I think too, like even like top students that some of them don't want to do big law.
Mm.
So,
Yeah.
you know, you can also have that too. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, if I want to do big law, I'm poor.
That's a good question. What type of law do you guys want to do?
Big law.
Big law.
Yeah.
I want to do definitely corporate.
Yeah.
I'm really into like the intellectual property like
Mhm.
space, and I've
I
done a
thought
few.
entertainment.
Yeah, so with like
Oh, okay,
intellectual
okay.
property, I've done a few internships in entertainment law, which has been
Cool.
really like interesting.
Yeah.
So I think definitely like that route, but I think entertainment's quite like niche, like
Mhm.
small.
Yeah.
You got to be like a big guy, like you really got to be in there.
Yeah.
So just hopefully I could just start off in the corporate space and then
Yeah.
work my way,
Work
Mhm.
your way.
yeah, into entertainment. What about
Yeah.
you?
Oh, kind of the same. Just start out with corporate. Part of me, I kind of want to start my own sports agency in the future.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
I've been thinking
wow.
about that, but I was like, let me just get my feet wet. with
Uh-huh.
corporate law. I already have a job out of law school. Let me
okay.
just
Oh, that'd be so cool.
work a couple of years, then who knows? I might just take that big risk and start my own agency.
So you won't be a lawyer anymore?
But like there's a lot of sports law agents.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You take the
Okay.
entertainment and sports
Yeah, I did.
class here? Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Nice. Were we in the same class? We were in the
We
same.
were same class.
We sat in the same row. We
Yeah,
sat in
we
the
are.
same
Yeah.
row. My bad.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, that's interesting. That's a cool field.
Yeah.
And you love sports, so it just
Exactly.
makes sense.
Yeah.
And there's probably a lot of money in that.
A lot.
Oh yeah.
There we go. So Kevin's
people
gonna
trying
get
to
his
be
more
unsigned.
bougie.
Yeah.
Right.
Trying to be unsigned, you'd be like, no, sign with me.
Exactly.
Sign with me.
Mhm.
I know the game.
I know. Yeah, exactly.
So if you ever want to start a sports and entertainment law agency or firm, let me know.
I got you. You can do it in Atlanta.
So
That's a
good.
good location.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for entertainment, yeah, especially.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
so
work-
that's
yeah.
why you really want to go back.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of like, I think a lot of companies are headquartered. So I'm like, oh, I feel like in-house counsel is like a dream little job or situation. A lot of these companies are headquartered there. They have big offices there. So I'm like, that could be nice, you know. But yeah, it could be the firm that I worked at over the summer was like this entertainment law firm, but then they specialize in music law especially. So like they did the contracts and they represented what's it called? Quavo and Takeoff's like their last joint album.
Oh, really?
Like they did
Migos,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. And it's so cool. And then like I went into like my boss's office and he has like Saweetie's like her like plaque on there and like they're representing all these people. I'm like, oh my God.
That's so cool.
That is so
Yeah.
like
Right.
it's so cool because I'm a big like pop culture girl, big music nerd. So I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, this is like law and all that
Yeah.
together. So hopefully something and
Are you a Swiftie?
yeah, I do like Taylor Swift.
You know what I think about this, Kevin? She put Travis on the map.
not Super Bowl winning.
What's a tight end? What's a tight end?
Gosh. She's probably the spokesperson for the NFL next year.
Yes.
It's like it gives like a David Beckham and Posh Spice.
Oh yeah.
I'm like I feel like it's our version of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like a really big pop star, really big, athlete. I'm like, wow,
You're right. They
cool.
were like the 90s,
Yeah.
2000s couple.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I love this for them.
You might represent them.
When I went into secure transactions, Kara asked, "Are you our
Yes,
secure
yeah.
trans-" And
Yeah. No, not together. I'm with Ashley.
right now,
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
no. And so when I said I liked entertainment law, that's the first thing Kara asked me was like, so do you think Taylor Swift makes all her partners sign NDAs? And I was like, she asked me for my name and then she asked this question. I was like, yes. I was like, sure, I don't know. And I'm like, I love that that's like a first question that pops up in people's
Yeah.
head. It's like Taylor Swift.
And then
And
she was like,
entertainment
she
law.
went to a Taylor Swift concert. I think she went to the Eras.
Who, Kara?
Yeah.
She did? Oh, that's funny.
I like her. She's a good
She's
for
a
Yeah.
big gal.
Yeah.
She keeps it real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She-
She's very entertaining.
Mhm.
I think she made secure transactions very entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
she definitely do. Yeah.
You took it last year?
Mhm.
Mm.
I'm
Oof.
scared for her finals.
Thankfully,
It's it's not that bad.
Okay.
Yeah. Just have your outline ready.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
And the book and the
Yeah,
code book.
Yeah. If you took good notes, you'd be fine.
Mm.
Oh my God. But like, what do you guys do? Is there any regrets that you have
Regrets?
here and like from during your law school?
Oh, that's a good cue too.
Honestly, I regret nothing. Like, I'm cool with how I played out law school.
Okay.
Like, mind my business, kept my head down, worked.
Mm.
I'm out of here. That's all I care about.
Oh man, regrets? Like, I'm kind of like the same accord because whatever did happen or has transpired, it's led to opportunities or
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
or people now. So I don't have regrets. I think there's things I'm like, oh, I wish I would have done better in this class or like actually I have a regret. I feel like only my 3L year I really started to talk to more people. Because
Okay.
before I kept to my friend group and stuff, and I feel like once 3L year hit and like APALSA stuff was going on, so I had no choice but to like I have to be out there and like talk to more people and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I feel like I missed out on some great people,
That's
like
true.
talking to good
Yeah.
people and
That's
stuff.
true.
And that's regret because I'm like, man, after this, like I won't really see you.
Mhm.
So I'm like, that's my regret. I wish I would have talked more to like people because everyone's so different. Everyone's great.
Yeah.
And like people I wouldn't have talked to unless, like I had gone up to them or saw them or like just taking the time. And I'm
Yeah.
like that, I do regret that. Like just
Yeah.
wish I got to talk to more people.
Yeah.
I think
What you?
like I honestly am the same like Kevin. I don't regret anything because maybe I should have done things differently, but everything that has happened thus far is like the reason I'm here right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't think I would change anything ever. Like again, like, and I think that's a good way of looking at it. Like you're here, like everything else, all that stuff that happened, but you're here now.
Yeah.
So, and life's gonna, like, what do they say? Tell God your plans and he's gonna laugh at you. What's
He
meant
been
to be is, yeah, what's meant to be is meant to be. And I think we're.
Shout out to you.
Exactly.
It's so funny. Oh my goodness.
Like,
oh God.
so are you guys like, so I know we're like bittersweet about leaving. I know Kevin, you're happy.
Sprinting.
Ashley, you're bittersweet. I'm bittersweet. So like in 10 years, if we had a reunion, would you guys love to meet again?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll also come back.
We have to come back for other reasons.
Oh man.
His
yeah.
girlfriend's from here, so
Oh. You tied to this place. I'm telling you, firstborn kid, Harrison.
I'm not. No,
Harris.
I promise. I won't do it.
Middle name.
No. God, no.
That's the same thing I tell Nicole and Rosario. I'm like, come on, Harrison, come on, you know, something.
they've been together since like 1L year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to them.
They're
out
the
to them.
strongest couple here.
My people. My best friend and my brother-in-law.
That's so cute.
Yeah, but yeah, I'd come back. And like I ask the girls sometimes, I'm like, would you guys ever come back here like just to like cause it's a campus just to see and
Yeah.
they're like, no. And I'm like, really? I'm like, feel like it'd be nostalgic. Like I'm not trying to be a student, but just
Yeah.
feel like just love to like if I'm
See how different it is.
yeah, and I
right?
have family in Jersey, so whenever we go, I'm like, if we gotta pass by here around here, so I'm like, yeah, I would like stop by just see like, you know, this is where I was. If
Yeah.
I have kids, I'm gonna be like, this is where your mother cried. This table. This is where your mother had a panic attack. This is where your mother got in trouble by Morangello. Like, like
A landmark.
yeah, but I'm black.
I mean, I'll come back if Dean Cummings invite me back because I think he's dope.
Oh, he's
Like,
cool.
I'm trying to
He's
get him on this
cool.
podcast, which Dean Cummings, let me know, and I will come here
Yeah.
and interview. Kevin, you have to come and
Oh,
interview
yeah,
him
I'll
too.
Cool.
for that.
Yeah.
He's so
super
cool. So
Like,
personable too.
They have a good, they
Yeah.
have a good one coming.
Yeah.
You almost feel like a football coach. It's so weird. Like I was on like this like
Yes.
run through a brick wall for him. Like he's getting me all like pumped up. He's like, why?
Pump up and you're like, I'm leaving.
I'm
though.
leaving. I was
I'm
like,
like,
what? It's so
why
weird.
didn't you get here
He
sooner?
gives you like a dad vibe. Like I like
Yeah.
cares
You wanna
about
be your
you.
friend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like he cares about you.
Yeah.
Which I wish we had the hip hop and the con law class.
Mhm.
That would
That would have been
Yeah. That would be
crazy.
cool.
Oh my God.
that would have been like waitlisted.
Yeah. Oh
He was
my
telling me about like hooping with the professor. So he's gonna be like some students play basketball with like professors.
Oh, that's
Cool.
your thing.
Like
God.
all the cool stuff when I'm gone.
Yeah.
But now,
Oh,
but then I'm
man.
happy like other people get to experience.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
We'll just watch from the sideline.
Yeah.
Did you guys do your transition meetings already?
Yeah.
Because you guys are
I'm
presidents.
gonna
of
do it this
yours.
Friday.
Oh, I did
It was
mine.
rough.
Really?
Yeah, it was rough.
Did
No,
mine
no, not like bad.
Oh,
but
I
it's
was just like-
no.
What
No,
happened?
but it
Spill the
was,
tea.
no, but it was just like, I don't know if it was like an ego thing. I don't look at, I try not to look at it as an ego thing, but it's like, I'm not going to be part of this association.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes me so.
Yeah, you know?
Oh, we had ours on Saturday, and so ours was on Zoom because some people were like out of state and stuff, and like talking to them, and like I'm president, so I'm talking to a new president. I'm like, yeah, you can do this, and here's my advice, and I'm like, this. I feel like since we like me and my
You
friends like
started
started
it.
APALSA, so it feels like my
Your baby,
child, you know,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
like every little thing, and like I'm so proud of our org. I'm so proud that we like brought it back to school, and like I had seen or heard from a couple people that when they went to table day where they saw the student orgs and the
Yeah.
boards and all that, like the only one that there was nothing for Asians or South Asians, Indians or
Yeah.
Pakistan, whatever, like Pacific Honors, there was nothing. And so I'm like so proud of us that we brought it back,
Yeah.
and like it's been an org that we've been able to like get cozy, and then doing
Yeah.
like the field day cookout with you
Mhm.
guys. We
Yeah.
brought all the affinity orgs together,
Yeah.
and like, you know, we gave like another like a place for people too. And our like motto on everything has been everyone's welcome here.
You
Yeah.
left the legacy.
Yeah, so I'm
Yeah,
like
good.
this, it makes me so sad because I'm like, just want to see this little org grow and like, you know, do
Yeah.
more and
It's
stuff.
gonna
And
keep on growing.
yeah.
You guys work your ass off this
Aw.
year. So
I think our, like, I don't know, maybe I'm a little biased, but I think our class like really puts so much effort into our clubs.
Mm.
Like every club, not just us, but like all the other clubs like Crim Law and Federal, so like we really put a lot of like love and like effort into like wanting it. So hopefully we set the bar high that it just gets higher.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be weird like looking at it from like the sidelines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to stalk the social media that
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's crazy.
It's like, can I still be on the
Yeah.
social media?
And I remember when I had the podcast with you guys like last I think it was like
Last fall.
October, yeah,
fall.
October or something, and I think it was Angelica, she had asked like, oh, do you think this will like carry on? And me and Sarah like, dang, we hope so, but now it's like, now that we've had our transition meeting, I'm like, oh, it really is gonna carry on, and like people care about this, and our new board is like they're so appreciative, and they're like, we're like, shout out to you girls for doing this, and I'm like, they're like, we can't wait to do this and build, and I'm like, wow, like this really was our child, you know, and like it matters to people. I'm like, it's crazy that we did something that matters to people like that, you know?
Yeah.
And same with like BLSA and LALSA, like these orgs matter to people because people deserve to see themselves.
Exactly.
And they deserve to see themselves represented and feel like they have a space to go to.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I'm very proud of all of us, like for like spearheading our orgs and like getting the dang thing like going.
Yeah.
Because it does matter to people, you know, it does matter to have like a place for you if you need it, you know.
I agree.
It's gonna hit you. When are you doing your meeting? When are you doing your meeting? Your
This
transition?
Friday.
Oh, it's gonna hit you then.
You're gonna cry, Kevin?
Yeah.
I'm going back in tears.
You're gonna put some eye drops
I'm
in?
happy with like who's taking over.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, you're in good
Yeah.
hands.
Yeah, no.
So you're like, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Miss Kai and Braylon.
Oh, they're gonna be incredible.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God, yeah.
Good.
You have a good crew.
And who's taking yours? Kim Diaz?
Kim Diaz
Oh,
and
she's
Natalie.
incredible. Oh, love them.
Yeah,
They're incredible
they'll be
too.
good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's
Yeah.
gonna be good. We did something.
Who's gonna be you guys next president?
Aditi Patel.
Okay.
She's president, and then we have VP is Maggie. She's like she's gonna be a 2L. She's a 1L now. And then Anik is on there too on the
awesome.
board.
Love
Kat is on there.
Oh, yeah.
And I am missing. Oh, Emily Corquera.
Okay.
She's gonna be on there too. So I'm like, it's a great like board so far, and I'm very like babies, you know, my babies.
I literally
you know?
told them like, hopefully you guys keep this culture going.
Yeah.
And like,
If you need anything, let us
us know.
know.
And that goes to everybody at Widener that's left. If you need, I think if anybody wants advice, we would be able to help you guys out. We'll keep
Let
it
us
real.
And I still ask the former president from BLSA questions till this day. Like,
Really?
yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I still bother like Naomi and Kelsey.
Aw.
Hey, what about this and that? So-
How do you do that? Oh, that's cute.
For like the bar or like studying or everything?
Oh no, it's
For
like
BLSA?
this for BLSA.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So
That's
it's
nice.
small little questions, but
Yeah.
yeah.
You're lucky.
nice,
We didn't
yeah.
have that.
All right, Braylon, you guys have any questions for me? Just feel free to reach out anytime.
So,
They will reach out to you guys.
my people, let me know. Hit me up.
Easy.
Need something? Let me know. But yeah, it's a nice, you know, it's so nice.
Yeah.
Cute. It's very wholesome thing to be a part of.
Oh my
man.
God. But yeah, your group's very tight. Your group's very tight. My
Oh,
group's
friend
very
group.
tight. No, like the
Oh,
BLSA and
Oh,
yeah.
also.
Like
Yeah.
I feel like
My whole e-board is my friends, basically.
Yeah.
And then, you know, some like newer people, but we're all like homies and stuff.
Yeah, which is
Nice.
good.
I'm gonna miss Richard's storytelling.
Richard is so funny.
We wanted him on the
He's so
podcast. He had a
uncouth,
paper.
bro. He's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
uncouth. It's so funny. He's so funny.
He's one of a kind.
He's so
Yeah.
funny.
We love him.
He's from Maryland, right?
Yeah.
Him getting Morangelo to laugh, like our 1L year, like he said something that even got her to laugh, and we're like, dang, you are blessed.
You have a charm.
Yeah, you are the chosen one because
Joseph.
Morangelo do not be laughing at things, and Richard got her to laugh.
I never had one conversation with her. Morangelo.
I think I only had
Oh,
one.
you
It
guys
worked out.
never.
Never had her.
That was our first class of 1L year,
Yeah.
property 1, and I was like, oh, she put the fear of the Lord in you,
Yeah.
real bad.
I was terrified of her. I never met her.
Me too. I was very I like the war stories.
Yeah,
They're like,
but no.
She's a fantastic professor.
No,
though.
I already know she's a good
Yeah.
professor.
no,
like,
everyone
she
says that
was-
like it sticks.
Yeah.
Like kind of thing.
Like I think property was like, even though at first you're learning about like the Pearson v. Post type of, you know, those things where it's like the King's Bench.
Yeah.
Those the most boring things, but like she really, because she puts the fear of God in you, you know, like
you really pay attention.
you pay attention, and she
Exactly.
teaches
Yeah.
so well. So I'm like, I would have taken more class with her
Yeah.
if there were classes.
Yeah.
She's a great professor.
That's kind of like SRJ for me.
Yeah.
Like her-
SRJ was scary.
My God, I was just like on my P's and Q's and up in class. It's like,
Yeah.
look like I'm paying attention, but don't call on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she called. She is still cold calls, right?
Yeah, during one other, yeah.
Yeah, she cold called us.
Yeah.
You're like, oh no, it's
Oh
Oh my
me
God, I was
today.
terrified.
What did y'all have her for? What class was it?
Civil.
Civ Pro.
critique,
Civ
yeah,
Pro?
yeah.
No, never had her. Always
She's
just saw her from distance. I was like, oh, what a little baddie. You know?
second semester, Civ Pro 2, she was more laid back.
Yeah.
Y'all made the cut, so she's like,
Yeah.
letting her hair
And
down.
there's no such thing as the one that'll say like, "Oh, professor, I didn't read," or like, "I don't know." She
Mm.
just like stares at you, just like, "Oh my god."
Imagine she's like, read it now.
Yeah. Go ahead.
We'll wait.
Yeah. God, I was terrified.
Take your time.
What's been y'all's favorite class year that you've ever taken?
Favorite.
Contracts.
Oh,
I had purity though.
oh dang. I feel like contracts really
I
bring me a
love
new one.
I kind of like property too.
And property, yeah. Property 2 was fun. We had a
like
fun
property
class
too,
though.
Yeah.
Were we all in the same Hemingway class?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I sat next to Richard and what's his name?
You and Avery.
Avery, yeah, Richard and Avery. So that was a fun little section.
And he never showed up either. That's why he won that award.
I plead fifth. The fifth.
He won the award, right? Most likely to skip class, and he literally
Yeah. Most likely to be late to class. or
Avery, we love you, but I plead the fifth on that.
What's your favorite class?
My favorite, I really liked sports entertainment and law.
Yeah.
I thought that was
That's
fun.
my second.
I really, what's it called? I really enjoyed like the professors and like the content was interesting and
Yeah.
stuff too. And I ended up interning for Professor Schill
Oh,
for
really?
like a semester, like last semester. I
That's
interned
cool.
him for him, and it was like that was like I did music law at that one firm. This one was more like film and TV, so it's a different side. So I feel like he's a great like
Yeah.
Actually, gonna
connection,
meet
so-
celebrities. That are gonna be fun.
I feel like he was a great like connection and
Yeah.
stuff. He like wants to help and like
Oh, yeah.
wants to like, you know, help with like opportunities and this and that, very like accessible. I did like some parts of like property one. I thought it was interesting and like more angelic, even like
Adverse possession. Remember
that,
how
like that there was an IP section in
Oh, yeah.
property one that was interesting. I did like Civ Pro 1 though. For some, I don't know why. For some,
I did
Civ
better
Pro
in
2
Civ Pro 1.
Civ
Me
Pro
too.
2
It
was
was weird.
awful for me because jurisdiction still don't know her. But property, I mean, Civ Pro 1 where I just had to memorize rules, I was
Yeah.
like, perfect.
Well, get ready for bar break. That's the
Yeah,
first subject.
right?
Oh,
Right,
so that's for
Sit
Civ
for
Pro?
first subject,
Oh
yeah.
my God. Rule
That
number
makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Rule number 23, class action lawsuits. You know, what was it, 12B6 or whatever? I'm like, oh, okay, we've got one cut out.
I
But
think we'll be fine during bar prep. I think we're gonna slowly hopefully slowly remember
Yeah.
how it like, I hope we don't have to reteach ourselves anything.
I'm
No.
absolutely reteaching contracts to myself.
Yeah.
Not that metals was fantastic. I was simply an idiot. I simply did not understand the first like 2 weeks, so then I just never understood after that. But we passed.
Oh God.
Oh,
But I'm
man.
excited we're not gonna have like any more like work, like reading. Well,
Yeah.
except after bar prep. But
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
we're just gonna go to work and come home.
Maybe some CLE. That's all.
Yeah.
CLE.
Yeah.
You gotta bring me back to this place. Is crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's
Because
like a life sentence.
Yeah.
usually in law school, it's like you just go to law school and you go home and you do more work.
Mhm.
Yep.
you
Like
know?
right after this, I'm gonna do some more work.
Are you guys like gonna be like, do you feel like you're gonna be like, okay, what's next in my life?
No. Hey, I like making plans. I already know what I got going on. So no, not worried about it.
Just like curious. I'm like, where am I gonna end up? Like, what field? And like,
Yeah.
where am I gonna work? Am I still gonna be in Atlanta? Am I gonna be somewhere else? I'm
Mhm.
like, those are interesting cues to have up in the air, you know?
Mhm.
And I like planning everything to a T,
Yeah.
you know? I like everything being on my little Apple calendar.
Exactly.
And the fact that I don't have like certain things planned out, I'm like, God, I know I made plans and you're laughing, but like I would really love if you tell me what's going on right now. But yeah, curiously, I like really like what like we're all gonna get like the same diploma. We could do so many different things with it.
Yeah.
I have friends here who like they don't even want to actually be lawyers, you know?
Wow.
So I'm like, wow, like you really could do so many other things, you know? So interesting to see like how this all works out, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Good.
Well, they-
Kudos to them.
Yeah.
If I spend so much money, I'm gonna be a lawyer.
Like, will the debt have been worth it? Stay
Yeah.
tuned, you know?
I saw my debt last week and I was
Like
kinda
that'll do it.
cried a little bit inside, but it's okay.
Hopefully we make a lot of money, we can pay it back real quick.
I'm gonna be in the public sector for 10 years.
Which is nice that what they do forgive you like your
Yeah.
whole loans if you're there.
Yeah, I think it's like,
Yeah.
it's like 10 years though. Something crazy.
Oh,
It doesn't sound bad, but
I mean, yeah.
when you
Yeah.
have debt, I guess anything sound good, huh?
yeah. Oh my
Oh, man.
Well, thank you guys for being here.
Of course.
Fun.
Thank you for
Yeah.
having us, all the presidents.
Yeah,
know?
the president.
What a-
We did it,
we
guys.
did it. We're done.
Everyone like Dora.
Yeah. We did it. Yeah.
And
Oh.
so what would be like your quote? Like your what would you what would you now, let's end this on a really high note. How
Okay.
would you like to be remembered? And
Be
Widener.
remembered at Widener.
That's deep.
Jesus.
Oh my
That is
God.
deep.
Giselle, you can't spring up something like
Yeah.
that. I gotta think of the most like philosophical thing ever.
We're gonna cut this.
Yeah.
I was like, I would just like to be remembered as like a nice person, you know, like a
Yeah.
good person, like who I am, and like that I, included people, and that hopefully people thought I was like fun or funny or something, and like, like
Mhm.
hopefully
Yeah.
me just as a person, and like,
Like
that-
brought up APALSA.
yeah, like I feel like that's a nice little legacy to have. You will see me wearing my APALSA merch, loud and proud. Like, I feel like maybe just me as a girl.
Yeah.
Just a girl,
Yeah.
But
I think we'll all be remembered in one way or the other. I feel like we all made an impact on like the
Mhm.
faculty and the students
Mhm.
and
Similar to Ashley, just hope you remember me being like nice, kind to
Yeah.
people, respectful.
Kevin, we've always thought you as nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
You really
try to-
come out of your shell.
Kevin is very tall.
Yeah. I
Kevin's
just like
like
to
football,
I
yeah.
like to mind my business. Like
Yeah.
I always been like that.
Yeah.
Just quiet guy, walk around, do my
Mhm.
thing, go back home. Yeah.
Me too. I think I would like to be remembered as just like hopeful
Yeah.
Mm.
and that you can do it. Like if you really want this, like you can do it with
Mhm.
all your obstacles, anxiety, depression. You can really get through this if you
Yeah.
really put your mind through it.
Mm.
Yeah. But I know we're all gonna be crying. You're gonna be crying in graduation. I
And
know
have to
you
go
are.
up to your mother and be like,
Richard's gonna cry, I know.
Hey, you guys better make my mom cry because I'm not crying.
She's gonna cry for you.
yeah.
Okay.
Aw. Oh, I feel like moms will definitely cry.
Yeah. But fun story. I went to Puerto Rico 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Bought a bottle of Hennessy White.
Oh.
So I've been saving that same bottle until graduation day.
Oh my God.
Or so you're gonna pop open
I'm
it.
gonna.
What about like the last? I was thinking of doing like last day of class.
No.
That's like a
As soon as I
2
walk across the stage, I'm gonna grab my bottle. And
I'm gonna open my room, lock it down.
When they give you the.
Take it out. Yeah.
Pull out the shooter as soon
Might just take a shot on stage.
Like, I already got my diploma.
Yeah.
What y'all gonna do now?
Yeah, it's over, guys.
It's over. Aw. Nice to be here with you guys.
Yes,
Right.
likewise.
No,
It
it's,
flew
Thank
by. Yeah,
you.
thank you for having us. Thank you for
Thank
starting
you.
this. It's a
I
fun
know,
little,
it's fun.
it's a fun thing to
I-
have,
This is the last episode, and I think this is it. Hopefully, maybe we can have a podcast like reunion or something.
Fun.
Yeah, talk about how where we are.
where we're at.
Mhm.
All right. See you guys in 10 years, besties. God willing.
Bye.
Bye.
Widener University Commonwealth Law School is the Pennsylvania capital's only law school, with 3 specialized centers of legal scholarship through its Law and Government Institute, Environmental Law and Sustainability Center, and Business Advising Program. Widener Law Commonwealth offers an exceptional learning experience that is personal, practical, and professional. Visit commonwealthlaw.widener.edu for more information.